Hey, everybody, I'm Dizzle.
I'm Dutchy.
I'm Biggie. I'm Money.
That's Biggie Smalls, and we got C Money Clintus here.
Yo.
What up?
What
Happy
up?
Friday.
It's the Wrestling Through the Years podcast. Happy Friday. It's Good Friday. It's a great Friday. And we're here to talk about current wrestling, the state of wrestling. We haven't done one of these in a while where we sit down and talk current stuff instead of go through some old shit. So today we're going to talk about the Cody Rhodes of the world, and the MJFs, and the AEWs, and the WWEs, and Doug's personal favorite, New Japan.
Oh, yeah.
Last time we did this was last June.
I have no idea what's going on with this. But we're going to talk about WWE, AEW, and all sorts of shit, and the current state of wrestling.
Let me bring up
And it's a good time to do that because in a couple weeks, boys, we have WrestleMania, the biggest event of them, the granddaddy.
Eric's got his face so close
2
to the
weeks.
monitor. Are you watching porn while you're doing the show? Because your face
No,
is
I'm in my room today.
Oh,
I'm not,
yeah, that's
I'm
right.
not
Because
in my
your brother's home and took back over his domain. He's like, "This is my room now, bitch." I mean, you probably didn't say it like that, but
But there's a lot of things going on in wrestling right now.
yeah.
What do we want
Am I
to start with? I think the perfect place to start. We're gonna do a full-on WrestleMania preview, but first, let's start with a little AEW
Okay.
because the ratings are up.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
I read something today that when they did the Swerve Kenny Omega match, was it last week or the week before?
Week before.
I think
It was a week
Oh, yeah,
before
it was-
last.
It was the week before last, yeah.
It was amazing.
All right. That was like one of their highest demographic ratings.
Yeah.
It brought in almost
Yeah.
900,000. Just that match alone brought in almost 900,000 viewers.
It was a
Wow.
phenomenal contest.
Yeah.
That
And
tells
it
you
just goes
Swerve
to
is
show-
slow too.
Huh?
That tells you a lot about Swerve.
Yeah,
He's a draw.
he is. And you've been awake this whole time. Why are you a dick? But like, it just goes to show that wrestling matches do sell. Like, you can draw a rating with a wrestling match, no matter what, idiots named Vince Russo and Jonathan Coachman say.
You need a story, bro. It was
Exactly.
there was a good story to it. If Kenny lost, he lost his EVP ship.
Yeah.
And Strickland wanted that, and he wanted to be the new EVP. And Kenny Omega wanted to become the number one contender. And I like the way they're billing him. I don't love Omega as a babyface, even though he's kind of one of the baby faces in that company.
Yeah.
I've never really – I kind of like him as more – I don't really like him as a heel either. but his babyface promo – he has a great match, but his promos have never been my thing. And but I do like this build of the pro wrestling god versus the devil.
Yeah.
And I think that they've built this up
I do
really
too.
good. I like the contract signing. And I like that Kenny came out, did the contract signing, and then had a match after. Because that's how AEW is. It's more like an athletic thing where you have to keep competing.
Yeah.
Which I do appreciate that. Whereas WWE's like the big stars get 3 matches every year. They treat them like UFC fighters.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, hey, I can fire back too. But yeah, like the thing with Kenny Omega, and I just wish that Don Callis would just leave Kenny Omega alone. Don Callis is that girlfriend that, like, he just can't fucking accept the fact that Kenny Omega has moved on. Kenny Omega can do better than him. He is it's just like, oh, I got to be involved in all of Kenny Omega shit. It's like, no, you need to be thrown in a fucking dumpster, and that dumpster needs to be set on fire. Like, I'm so sick of Don Callis. I swear to God, he looks like if I were clean shaven and somebody shoved a beehive in my fucking mouth. That's so fucking big.
A beehive?
Yeah. His whole head looks like
Damn.
it has been swollen by bees. It's so god fucking big. I hate that.
It is big.
Couldn't tell. I like him as the Bobby Heenan of them with the big ass family. And
he's not even a rash on Bobby Heenan's crotch.
I agree, but I don't mind the role, and I don't mind having a bunch of people in the family. It's a stable that works for AEW in my book, but he does get annoying. Sometimes he's their best promo though. Sometimes he's just cringy as fuck. Don Callis has always been, to me, I know you're gonna say you hate him, but my take on him is I think he's just kind of inconsistent. I think
he needs to get hit. Like the fact that Kenny Omega has yet to hit him with a one-winged angel, like is pitiful. Bobby Heenan would have taken 5 leg drops from Hulk Hogan by now.
Yeah, and then put in a weasel suit.
Yeah, like fucking Don Callis has yet to be struck. Kenny Omega needs to fucking pick him up, hit the one-winged angel. If you botch it, that's okay, because it'll take him off TV even more. Maybe even put him in the hospital.
Jesus.
But he needs to get hit. The fact that he has not been hit in like 3 or 4 years, that he always gets away with shit like that's fucking stupid.
You think it's fucking
That's
stupid?
why he has to build up a strong family, you know?
Yeah, but take a shot. Like, get hit. Like fucking everybody else will get fucking hit. Except for him. How many times has Stokely Hathaway been beat up?
Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
The Shanshna knock him out once he leaves his family.
Yeah. Somebody better fucking hit him. I'll fucking, whenever the next time they're in Philadelphia, I'll go to the fucking arena and I'll hit him. Hopefully I'll be driving.
They are in Philadelphia after Double or Nothing.
Good to know. But yeah, fuck Don Callis.
Tell us how you really feel.
There's a lot of things I would have liked to have said, but I don't think I can.
Yeah, just think of it as not going to pay for it. What's he going to do? Take off air?
There's been worse stables though in AEW history for sure.
Yeah, and here's the thing: Don Callis. I know they're trying to treat him like Bobby Heenan. To me, he's more Harvey Whippleman.
Yeah,
like
maybe he'll lose a hair versus hair match.
You want to know what's funny? It's funny that Paul Heyman took him more bumps than Don Callis. What's up with that?
Yeah, and Heyman didn't like the bump a lot.
No. Well, Heyman doesn't like the bump a lot because he's so fucking fat he can't get up.
He let the bloodline put him through a table.
Yeah, he let the bloodline put him through a table. He's been beaten up by Seth Rollins.
He does it for people he likes to make a big moment.
Yeah. So, Don, Kenny Omega is supposed to be a really good friend of yours behind the scenes. Take the one-winged angel.
But it's not only that the ratings are just up because of what Strickland and Omega did. MJF being the champion's best for business. And it's been that way for a while. And I think I like the decision to never give Hangman the championship. It's wrestling. You could always go back on it if he goes heel or whatever. And maybe he wins like an EP ship or something. They could, but also Hangman's won the belt 2 times. How many people have ever gotten to say they've done that? Won a world title twice. He could be a character that doesn't need it after that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You don't always have to work on top. He got his big moment at All In too, which was everybody knows was supposed to go to Darby, but it ended up going to him.
Yeah, because Darby wanted to fulfill a goal.
And when Ariel asked Tony that question about who was Hangman always going to be, and he's like, well, Hangman's the one we went with. He just kind of evaded it.
Yeah, because Tony Khan believes in kayfabe.
And there's nothing wrong with that, but you could kind of tell there was something there where it was probably Darby or somebody else.
Yeah.
It wasn't originally Hangman for that spot, but he fit in and he did it well. And I don't like 2 titles is enough. Maybe he doesn't need another one for a long time, or he can work underneath or just do other cool shit.
Well, Jesus Christ, they have like 10 other titles.
Yeah, there's a lot to
Put
go
another
for.
title on him.
And him and Strickland, now that Strickland's a bad guy, you can always reignite that feud.
Yeah, which I think they're gonna.
Yeah.
Which, yeah,
That's why I
and
think they're keeping Hangman off TV for a little bit.
And like we were talking about it earlier, but Swerve Strickland to me is like one of your top money draws. One of the like he's my top 3 in the company. I love watching him work. I think he's got a good promo. I like him as a bad guy now, even though I was interested with the babyface stuff and teaming with Page. But I think the bad guy turn was at the right moment.
Yeah.
He's been putting on great matches. And I think he's somebody that's like, it's not like he's a rising star anymore. He's there and he's one of the top guys in the company that kind of makes a difference. He's a needle mover.
I mean, the fact that like WWE dropped the ball with him.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, you put him in shit row. Which, you put him in the same stable as a guy who you tried to get over by putting him on your fucking rip off of American Pickers.
Yeah.
That Most Wanted Treasures. That's how you tried to get AJ Francis over at first. Then you put him in this group, with Swerve, and then fucking Nick Khan, because Vince McMahon said, I want half the roster fired, pal. Nick Khan goes in and fires her. He looked to see, okay, these people are making well over, they're pretty deep into 6 figures. Okay, gone. Because he knows Vince is going to fuck him in the ass if he doesn't, do what he says. So, Swerve gets fired, even though they just called him up to the main roster because, they do stuff that makes sense.
Yeah.
And but then he goes to AEW right away. And the team with Keith Lee, the only bad decision they made was they never fully paid off the thing with Keith Lee. Now, I understand Keith Lee got hurt and they weren't able to pay it off, but there was a point in time to where like you could have paid the feud off, especially when like they were trying to move on and like Keith Lee was trying to do other stuff, but Swerve just kept interfering in his business. It's just like do the match then and there.
I hate to say it, and I know a lot of it's because of health issues, so I'm not even really saying it in a mean way, but Keith Lee is one of pro wrestling busts. He's not like in the top 10, like one of the biggest ones ever. He's not like up there with a Swagger or anything, but he is a bust in wrestling that could have been so much more and had a couple of big moments, but I don't think enough big moments to say he actually made it. I think he was on the cusp of making it, never really did, and then kind of just fizzled out. Yeah. And I know a lot of it's like health stuff, so I don't want to.
Well, and also too, I mean, you think about it, they bring him up to the main roster. He's going to have this big, he gets a big win over Randy Orton. They don't capitalize because Vince doesn't know how to. But then they're like, oh, we're going to put the U.S. title on him. That was his first bout with whatever illness he has.
Yeah.
And then, they couldn't put him back. He couldn't pass a physical.
But they should have capitalized right after that Survivor Series when he looked like $1 million.
Yeah. You should have to strike while the iron's hot.
Because you had that Survivor Series, and I remember that was a huge moment for him. And then that big, I think it was a Fatal 4-Way match in NXT when he looked behind a heel Finn Balor. Remember when he was like creeping behind them?
Yeah,
like a beat.
I think there was a 6-man, and Finn Balor was just interfering in the match, and then Keith Lee's just like,
from behind. It's like, dude, they could have really they had something with him, and so that's why I'm not going to say it's necessarily all his fault, but I do think he kind of ended up being a bust in a way. And Swerve Strickland, it's kind of a blessing he got away from him, and he's in the main event picture more.
Yeah,
Swerve is like one of those. If his segment's up, it's a big deal now. Whereas Keith Lee comes back, it'd be like, oh well, let's see if he can do something.
Well, speaking of payoffs. That match was supposed to take place at a pay-per-view. Like a couple of years ago, it got canceled.
Yeah.
And they rebooked. That was supposed to be a payoff match. And they asked him during a press conference, are they going to? And he said after that situation there that he wasn't interested in doing that match no more. Because of the last major health scare with Keith Lee. How he booked out at the last minute.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Yeah,
so
it was supposed to be a payoff, but unfortunately, Keith Lee's health, and he's still not. I mean, he really hasn't said anything. I think he's just kind of just given up, and he's just like, "I'll just stay home."
Yeah.
I mean,
But this is what Swerve says. This is coming out of Swerve's mouth. Like he wanted nothing to do with Keith Lee.
right. Well, because the match kept getting promised, and unfortunately, Keith Lee, and it's not his fault. His body just betrayed him.
Which I feel every day my body's betraying me.
Yeah.
Would you like to see Hangman and Swerve like team up as a badass duo, dangerous duo?
They already have as baby faces. If they do it as heels, I wouldn't mind at all. They could be a good 2-man power trip type deal.
Yeah.
That's really interesting too. When you say a 2-man power trip, I think that'll be an interesting setup for a 2-man power trip in AEW. Those two teaming together.
I would enjoy them as heels. I think they're both good at it. I mean, Hangman's more of like that you want to root for him because that's the thing to transition into this next conversation. Kenny Omega, yes, it's early, and a lot of people are probably thinking they're not taking the belt off MJF, especially because ratings are hot. But isn't it kind of crazy that Omega's never really had a babyface world title run here? When he is, like, besides Hangman, he was kind of the babyface, and Cody at the beginning. But it was always set up to be like Omega's show, and he's like the babyface of the show. And the fact that his only real title run was as a heel is kind of crazy.
Right.
And during that TNA the partnership.
Yeah, and that's what brought the rash in, as Doug said.
Yeah.
Doug Callis.
Yeah, and but with Kenny Omega, he will, I think, get, because he's another one too. Like his health issues, like that diverticulitis,
he's getting old.
Yeah,
and like MJF said, you're a man out of time, which is that was a nice wrinkle on Wednesday, and that. Which I know a lot of people are like, oh, they go too deep, they go personal with their stuff. But MJF is that type of character, and I like them setting that story of Kenny's got to win because he's running out of time. He might fucking die soon. So
that's also stuff Kenny himself has even said.
Yeah, so it adds fuel to the fire, and I think it makes for a nice little program.
Yeah,
it gives a wrinkle for that, saying that they don't do story. That's a little story.
I wonder if MJF is in any trouble for the Van Vliet interview he did a few weeks ago, where he was still kind of in character, but he was like answering questions honestly.
Yeah.
And he was being respectful.
Yeah.
The first time I've ever heard him do that.
Yeah.
Okay. And I wonder, because, wrestlers are kind of, Van Vliet's different. Like Van Vliet is still wrestlers are kind of like they're supposed to be out of character because they're supposed to go behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I mean, Dominic Mysterio, when he did the Van Vliet interview a couple of years ago or whenever it was, he was out of character, but he was still in character to where I have a deadbeat dad.
Yeah.
But MJF kind of was just he answered questions honestly, and he was very respectful. And I was just like, who is this guy? I mean, I enjoyed it. I think he's a really good interview, and I think he's very insightful. But I wonder, because Tony Khan's the king of kayfabe, or at least a court jester. I wonder, if he went up to Max and he's just like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
You have to be an asshole 24/7.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, who thinks that MJF's losing the belt to Dynasty to Kenny? Anybody? Or do we think MJF the reign a little too early?
I think they have a rematch.
AEW has been a little less strict. They're not quite Russo era with their belts.
Yeah.
But they do like to hot potato them a little bit. There hasn't been too many. Like Omega had a nice run when he had it.
I mean, and Moxley held it for way too long.
Yeah. And that was but that was their attempt at that. Usually it kind of like varied, especially when Punk was pulling his shit.
Yeah. I think
Jericho had a nice little run.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, let's talk about that.
That was beautiful. I loved it so much.
Well, first of all, they did it in the right place. For anybody that does not know, Chris Jericho was born in Manhasset, Long Island, New York, or Manhattan.
Manhasset.
That's what they always said. It was Manhasset, New York. That's always how Lillian Garcia said it, which is off of Long Island and Manhattan.
It was in Canada this week, though. This past week, right?
Well, I'm getting to that week.
Okay.
But when he was little, because his father was a hockey player, his father at one point was traded to the Winnipeg Jets. So, and that was the last place that Ted Irvin, Chris Jericho's father, played hockey. So he stayed there. He grew up in Winnipeg.
Yeah, which they did that on purpose, having Jericho and Omega back to back because they're both Winnipegians.
Yeah, and by the way, Chris Jericho's family was in his mom and dad were in the audience.
Yeah, he gave him a big hug. Which it reminded me of the one time when he came out and barely said anything when he was doing that for weeks on Raw.
Yeah,
years back. But I like that
he was going to do that and then just walk away.
The rumor mill was going for a long time, and it kind of stopped after Rumble. But for a while, the rumor mill was going. So to see him come out was kind of a shock. It was kind of cool, and to say that he was home. Clinton's not a Jericho fan, but he's
the fact that I told him to hold on. I think he's just like fuck you.
For him to say I'm home and then bounce, I thought he was milking the crowd and getting a nice pop. I thought it was cool. And good for him.
By the way, he looks in great shape.
And bringing Judas back was a great idea.
Yeah.
And he might not have been loved, and people might not have loved the learning tree and stuff. But if he wants to come out and finish his career a little bit, what did you think of Jericho coming out, Kenneth?
I was totally surprised. It was more like, okay, I just turned the TV on, and then out of nowhere, you hear I'm getting ready for a contract. So it's just like a nonchalant, and then you see Chris Jericho come out. It makes you want to stop what you're doing and make sure you had the right. You wasn't watching like a rerun type of thing because nobody saw it coming, especially in my eyes.
I wonder if they're going to get. I wonder if AEW is going to get in trouble for that with Warner Brothers Discovery or Warner Brothers Paramount or whatever the fuck they're calling themselves now that they've been sold. Because remember, Warner Brothers Discovery doesn't like surprises. They got fined a few years ago, and again, this was 5.5 years ago, but they got fined 5.5 years ago when with the Sting surprise.
Well, you gotta look at it like this. Now it's Paramount who maybe they like surprises. A new contract.
Maybe. And but I think you need surprises.
Yep.
But also there's that argument that's just like you should advertise this stuff because you want people to tune in. Okay, cool, you have a big surprise, but not everybody. See, people are lazy. Not everybody's gonna get on the phone and be like, or text and be like, "Hey, Bob, turn on AEW. Chris Jericho's coming out." Bob might be inside his wife at the moment and not check his phone.
Very true. I mean,
an example.
I say good for Bob. Bob is the man.
Oh yeah, Bob.
I mean, I'm just saying, is that like not everybody like?
I hear you.
That's why right next to you. But that's the thing. That's why like Warner Brothers Discovery doesn't like surprises because they feel like, okay, if you advertise that this guy is coming back, then people will want to tune in.
It'll draw a bigger rating, yeah.
Yeah, but it was a nice surprise. But yeah, I do wonder how if Warner Brothers Discovery went to Tony Khan and just like, dude, did you not learn anything 5 years ago when we fined you for the whole Sting thing?
Yeah, but at least in Winnipeg, people might tune in thinking he might show up because they were a winner. So maybe they got to run it like that.
I thought his contract expired, but then I realized it was on hold. They put years on his contract.
I still think Tony called Netflix and told them to pull out so Paramount can buy it, so Netflix didn't kick him off for Raw. When it came to buying Warner Brothers. Because when it was looking like Netflix was going to do it, it's like, oh, Tony's fucked. Once they get into WWE, he's like, yeah, you're not having both. And they're like, all right, fuck AEW. But now that Paramount, they might have a home on Paramount Plus or something or whatever in the future.
And by the way, Paramount owns a crap ton of networks, just like,
And they do have the UFC, which is TKO, but it's a lot less of than another wrestling product directly.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, you can put AEW on, because Paramount, some of the networks they own MTV, which is not, a music television station anymore. They got rid of all their, stations that play music videos.
Yeah.
So you could put them on MTV. You could put them on fucking. If you wanted to, you could put them on Comedy Central. I mean, they wouldn't necessarily fit, but
they have a partnership with Amazon. They can put it on Amazon.
Yeah, you get because you can actually a lot of the shows on Paramount you can you can watch on Amazon, but you have to have your subscriptions kind of partnered up.
Yep, and I think they still do pay-per-views on Amazon if people don't want to subscribe to HBO.
Right. So, but yeah, so they're, but yeah, so
well, if you tell you the truth, they're paying the same amount on HBO and you are paying for the pay-per-view, the same price.
Yeah, it's not like you just get the fucking. Yeah. You don't just get the pay-per-view on HBO Max. You have to upgrade. You have to pay the extra $50.
Yeah.
It's not like Paramount where you get the event. They don't call it pay-per-view anymore. So
the
event.
Yeah, which is I guess one of the reasons why Ronda Rousey, because she was negotiating with UFC to have that fight with the Gina Carano or whatever the hell her name is, and but then when they moved to Paramount, Ronda realized she wasn't going to get paid as much money as she wanted, so that's when she went to Netflix.
Yep, and ironically, she ended up on AEW for one night.
Yeah, which is basically she just went there just to promote the fight. She's not signing a contract. She doesn't want to get back into wrestling full time. Marina Shafir, they were just in the area. Marina Shafir called her and said, "Hey, do you want to come out and do this?" Marina Shafir's her friend. So she agreed to do it.
Yep, and it kind of teased a fight with Tony Storm, but then Tony Storm is out of action. So
yeah, which
not even due to an injury.
Yeah, which basically means she's pregnant. Either she's pregnant or she's dying, and the fact that they're expecting her back in 2027 kind of rules out dying.
So you think there's a little...
I think Juice Robinson planted a flag.
There's a little juice in there?
Yeah.
She's got juice in her system. But yeah, AEW's right now.
Yeah.
I know Jim Cornette says he's done watching it, but
I think they'll survive without Jim Cornette.
I'm enjoying the product.
This is Monet's turn. This is Monet's time. Monet's going to probably win the title at ON.
Yeah, I mean, well, she's down to one. She's only down to one belt, right? So didn't she just lose one?
She's not Ultimo Monet anymore.
No.
I think she's gonna win the Owen.
Her story's been one of my favorites, though. I like how she was undefeated and kicking ass and winning all the belts, and I like the steady decline, and that she's been freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
that's why I think she's gonna win the Owen Cup.
I could see it too. I really could.
She would be the first two-time winner of the Owen then, right?
Statlander would have to get the belt from Tekla back by then, though, because her and Tekla's not really that money match.
Not unless they bring her back as a babyface.
Statlander and Monet at All In could be exciting, though. Even they've done it before, but it could be exciting at the big stage.
Well, and that was a match
because that's their mania.
Yeah. See, that was a match though, Monet and Statlander. That match, kind of built back the momentum that Britt Baker took away from Mercedes Monet because Britt Baker didn't give a shit.
Well, I think the Tony match took it back. Monet and Tony fucking lit the house down at that All In.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking like it was like right after because she did the match with Britt Baker. It blew, not because of Mercedes Monet, but because of Britt Baker.
Yeah.
And then it's just like, okay, we've lost all momentum with her. Okay, we're gonna put Statlander with her because we're just gonna take her, take Statlander or take Stokely Hathaway away from Statlander. Put them together. Okay, Statlander gives a really good match. It's kind of, built Mercedes back up. And then Mercedes just continued with the climbing. Yeah, she had that really good match with Tony, but, Statlander was kind of used as like, all right, we're losing momentum with Mercedes because of, bad booking or bad Brit. Fucking gum bumping bipolar bitch.
Gum bumping dentist.
Yeah. But Statlander was kind of able to put that momentum back in Mercedes' favor.
Well, I was talking about the recent match they had for the belt.
Yeah.
After the Tony match.
Really good.
She's been on a good run lately, too.
Yeah.
Even in losses, she's been great performances. So, yeah, AEW's got a lot of good shit going on. Tekla's reign's been a little spot. It's okay. She's not quite over yet, but her and Statlander have a pretty good program.
Yeah, and now she's going to work with Jamie Hayter at Dynasty.
Yeah, which I don't hate. I feel like they just plug Hayter in some instances.
Like yeah, because they know they can.
You guys think Jericho is going to be face or heel?
He'll probably babyface for a little bit until that pop goes away, until they turn on him again.
Yeah, I mean,
which might not take long.
It depends on who they put him with. I mean, right now he looks like he's in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's supposed to speak on Wednesday, so at least they promoted that.
What if he ends up joining the Hurt Syndicate? Because now they're back.
Ooh.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Why do they do a lot of things?
I just can't picture that happening now.
Or is he another one that goes after MJF because he wants one more title shot?
I mean, that's probably more realistic than him joining, the Hurt Syndicate. Because I'm pretty sure that MJF is the only out of the only person that doesn't belong that they would be willing to put in that group.
Yeah.
And look how well that worked. Like that was fun for a few weeks, and then Bobby Lashley was just like, get him out. No, it was actually Lashley's fault.
Edge. I mean, not Christian Edge, Adam Copeland.
Yeah. Well, the real reason behind the scenes was Bobby Lashley was getting annoyed with MJF.
I'll blame him. Can't you tell?
No, I could definitely tell, but like that was the thing, is that like his MVP was, because when MVP's not bitching about Triple H and all that crap, when MVP's not being Bret Hart in an alternate universe, they asked him, they said, well, what do you why did the MJF thing not last so long? And he's just like, Bobby Lashley didn't like MJF. And he went up and said, get him out of this group.
That could be kayfabe, though.
I mean, it very well could be. I mean, there's been a lot of rumors, though, about the Hurt Syndicate since they started there. Like MVP, like there was rumors going around that that when the Hurt Syndicate got the tag titles, like they had all these ideas. Okay, you could drop him the FTR, drop him the Jet Speed, and MVP's just like, no. Like, I pick who they drop the titles to.
I picked them.
And he's just like, and then there was like the thing where somebody would come up and be like, hey, it would tell Bobby Lashley, hey, I'm going to do this to you in the ring, Bobby would be like, okay. And MVP would be like, no. Would you do that? This is another Brock Lesnar. This is a different type of Brock Lesnar. Do you think Brock Lesnar would let you powerbomb him in the middle of the ring? No. Well, then you're not going to do that to Bobby Lashley either. Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar are on the same wavelength.
Yeah.
Nobody ever told that to Brock Lesnar.
It sucks that we never got that match.
I like Bobby though.
Yeah.
And Shelton too. I like the Hurt Syndicate and I do think they were some of the better stuff in AEW during a dark period there.
Yeah.
But now they're not really a factor at all in AEW.
Well, they're coming back. They ran the promo last night. Like Lashley has been cleared.
All right. I'll be right back, guys.
All right. We'll miss you.
We're gonna miss you.
Here's a petition for me from what Chris Jericho can do.
Give it to
he
me,
might
baby.
call him in.
You think he might what?
I could see him in Chris Jericho feud.
Who?
Chris Jericho and Chris Jericho.
We forgot missing again. Who?
They haven't
Get better Wi-Fi and then repeat what you just said.
I said Hangman. Chris Jericho calls out Hangman.
Okay,
that would be good.
That would be good.
That'd be good. Any more on AEW?
That back since they fought for the number one contendership in the first year.
They fought for the title itself. Him and Omega fought.
Yeah.
And Hangman won the Battle Royale. That was a good fight. And him came out on a horse, which I really liked. Hangman, not Jericho. But that was a fun match.
Yeah.
All right. AEW, good status right now, and I think they're on the up and up. This time a year ago, it was a lot more bleak. So,
yeah,
even though it's with the deal, still their future is a bit uncertain, but it looks like they're here to stay and they're going to be fine. And ratings are up, so they're doing pretty good right now. MJF's on a good run as champion, and Dynamite's been a hot program. So,
yeah,
we'll keep checking in on AEW. Now WWE, we are in WrestleMania season, fellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which this is a hot time. WWE now this time 2 years ago, I think was WWE's hottest period they've had. Was with Cody finishing the story and everything and the Rock's involvement. They were super hot and they were in a profitable time. And they've had a profitable time since, and they've kind of remained hot, but they've kind of fell off a little bit too. And it feels like even with ticket sales with this one, it was a little harder to push than previous years.
Yeah, which is why they asked John Cena, they're like, hey, John, you enjoying retirement?
Come home.
Yeah. But it's just like, okay, well, here's two things you can do to fix that. One is you can do better with your storylines. And again, I don't know if I would be able to do what they're doing. Like, I understand like things get stressful and you have to listen to the fans or else they bitch. Because us wrestling fans, we do suck.
No, we don't suck. We just know it's common sense and what we want to see, not the same old rerun.
That's why Vince actually tried to go back to being PG for a while. So because he figured, he's like, if we just go back to little kids just liking us, pal, we don't have to act. Little kids don't know how to think. But unfortunately, we're in the age of technology to where you can actually buy a 3-year-old a cell phone.
Base question. Triple H, he's had 2 years now, or 2-3 years. Some of them were really good, or some moments were great. There's been highs and lows. Do we think he's a good booker, a great booker, a shitty booker, or a mediocre booker so far with what we've had to see in his era? Yes, he's got a team of writers, same thing. But Vince took the credit before, he takes the credit now. Where do we land on Triple H's reign? Clemeth, you go first.
I want to say right now, a lot. I noticed it's been a lot of watch and rerun. So I'll say mediocre.
All
Right
right.
in the middle.
Eric?
Yeah, I'm gonna. It's mediocre, the same thing like average, because I was gonna say average.
Yeah.
I'll say mediocre, average.
Doug?
You have your highs and you have your lows. And the thing is that there is like there is some stuff that I enjoy.
Yeah.
I know Solid Puke. He craps on it every week, which is why I started disliking his videos.
He's a pubic hair.
But like there are certain things like, and I know we're gonna talk about like the certain things like there was a title change that should not have happened.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say if he gets rid of some of the writers that he has, he'll be a great booker. But because of some of the idiot writers that are in his room, I'm gonna say mediocre.
I'm gonna venture out and say good because he's had certain moments like Cody finishing the story is one of the best main events in WrestleMania history. It ranks up there very high. And he's had an initial idea. I don't think everything's his fault. If he got to play the Rock thing out the way he wanted to play it out with Cody, I think it might have been one of the better storylines. But because, you can't rely on some things, and I'm not blaming everything on the Rock, but there's been other situations too, to where it feels like Triple H has an idea for something, but he can't really fully flesh it out because of other circumstances. Which, I mean, everybody has to deal with that, so I don't want to give him too much of a pass. But I do think he's had some good things. Yes, there's too many pull aparts. Yes, there's not a whole lot of stories, and it's a lot of, just promo battles, which is what people give AEW shit about. But he does, like WrestleMania this year, it feels like he's really shaped it up. And it was a wild year, and it wasn't the best year. 2025 was kind of a rough year. But 2026, I think he's trying to really do right and make it great.
Yeah.
And they had a good Royal Rumble. Elimination Chamber wasn't bad. And now this WrestleMania build-up, the long build-up has been worth it and has been good. And there's a lot of matches that have benefited from it. Roman and CM Punk has had an amazing build-up. Cody and Randy's been pretty good for what it is. Stephanie and Liv has been a damn good build-up. Some of the early stuff was spotty, but it's been really good. And like Steph attacking her during Dom's match.
Finn and Dom, I mean, that's going to be good because it's putting a pin in this story because they finally did the breakup.
Yeah.
I mean, Clint, I feel like you're trying to say something, so I'm going to shut up and let you go.
Well, I do have some questions for Daniel.
Yeah.
Like all right. So when you say about Triple H, would you prefer Triple H, the NXT version of Triple H, who was putting on? See, that's the Triple H I wanted, but I feel like I don't get on the main roster as much.
You do with the 5-match cards.
Well, I think he's proved there's certain things like I don't like the 5-match cards. I think it should be 7 to 8. I don't like the 4 or 5s. I think, but there are certain things like Io Sky under the Vince era. Vince would have never made her a star.
Right.
Triple H has made her a bankable star. That's like one of the biggest women even now where she's just doing something simple, which is the Asuka match booked yet or no?
Not yet.
It's probably going to happen.
It's a 12-match card right now. They've said they're going to bump it up to 14. I mean, a few weeks ago, they said it's going to be between 14 to 16. Wow. But they said we'll probably cut it at 14, which is kind of worrisome because you have 2 more slots and you have 4 to 5 first day with my new tongue. It's like, but you have 4 to 5 potential matches to put on the 5 matches to fill 2 slots. It's like the hockey playoffs now.
What are the potential matches? Kyrie and Asuka.
Kyrie, Asuka, obviously the Vision and I Show Doofus versus LA Knight and the Usos. Whatever they want to do with Jelly Roll and Miz.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're leading to that. Julia and Tiffany, although I think they basically put that to bed when they did when they had Julia win clean or clean-ish last week. And whatever they want to do with the Wyatt Shits and the MFDs, the My Family Dummies.
Well, you can ask that. And just book the other 4.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully they put an end to that tonight when Uncle Howdy faces Tama Tonga.
Well, I look at it like this. Even though you had the 5-match card pay-per-view, they've been using SmackDown as the free pay-per-view now.
Yeah. The pay-per-view before the pay-per-view, right? It's almost like
it's like all the undercard matches. Like you get the main events, the $5 matches you get on the PLEs, but SmackDown Raw gets like the undercardish. Let's put it that way.
Like doing the Survivor Series elimination before War Games.
Do you want me to share the card? I have it up on Wikipedia.
Well, hold on just a second. I'm gonna backpack off Clarence Point here. What I do. It's like back in the day when WCW Main Event used to run Sunday nights, and it was a highlight show until they got to until they had like a pay-per-view on a Sunday night. So Main Event would be that 1 hour pre-show that they would fit matches on there and fit guys on there they couldn't fit on the main show.
Right.
So you would get 2 or 3 matches on this card that they knew were not pay-per-view quality matches. So that's the stuff they gave for free.
Oh shit.
So and then they decided to quit doing that. Instead, they would have their show that they did that for about almost 2 years, and then they're like, you know what, this works, so we're not going to do it anymore.
Yeah,
because Eric Bischoff is a boob. But that's kind of like how they're treating SmackDown, except for obviously SmackDown doesn't air for 2 hours before the pay-per-view, the PLE comes on.
Yeah.
But they do all that stuff the night before. So they could say, okay, this is what happened on SmackDown last night. We put a bow on this. Which is probably what they're going to do for that SmackDown before WrestleMania. So any of the matches that are that don't make that card
will be on SmackDown.
Are going to be used for that episode of SmackDown.
Like they moved the Andre Memorial Battle Royal. And that was a pre-show. Now it's a SmackDown thing.
Yeah. Like they'll move that on there. More than likely, if they do Tiffany Stratton versus Julia, which the rumor going around now is that because Tiffany Stratton did an interview saying that she's going to be done wrestling by the time she hits 30 because she would like to go to Hollywood. WWE is already thinking about halting her push.
It's crazy, though. She just went on a year run, and it's crazy to think that the 2 women's world champions that were pretty hot last year that came in and left with the belt might not make the card this year.
Yeah. And like, that's the thing. And again, I don't know how true this is because then there's another rumor going around that Rhea Ripley hates Jade Cargill so much that she's going to, she doesn't want to do the match with Jade. So they're just going to plug Tiffany Stratton in there, which everybody's laughing at that. So I don't think that's true.
Yeah.
How would they do that? They get Rhea would get injured? Or
that would be like, again, that's what I read. But then whatever fan page I read that on, people are just like, people actually call this guy stuff that I cannot repeat on air.
Well, this is an incident where it is some truth to the going beef between the two. There is truth behind it.
No, there is truth behind the fact that they hate each other, but I don't think Rhea Ripley's going to want to pull herself out of the match.
Yeah, she's not a pull herself out. But she better not win.
Oh,
You want to see Jade remain champion?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to see, I need to see Belair and Jade. I'm sorry.
It'll help her push.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
She's kind of done if Rhea beats her. She needs to win it.
Yeah, and plus, like he just said,
It's a character that needs it.
Yeah, like he just said, we need Bianca Belair and Jade.
Yeah, if her fingers ever all right.
Well, and that's
poor lady.
And that's the thing is that like whoever, like, because here's what happened for anybody that doesn't know. Obviously, she broke her finger last year, or she broke her knuckle, and doctor, like, she wanted to get surgery on it right away, and the doctor was like, no, it'll heal naturally, you're good. And then she thought she was coming back, in enough time, so that's why she did the guest referee thing at Evolution. But when she smacked her hand as many times as she did on the match, she fucked up her knuckle even more.
Jesus.
So then it's just like, all right, well, I'm not ready to come back yet. Okay, well, we'll figure it out. And then she finally just got surgery on the fucking thing, like in February. Because they had planned on it. She was going to win the Royal Rumble. She was the plan to win the Royal Rumble.
Damn.
But they couldn't get her back in time. And now she just finally had the surgery. And then, there's rumors going around. I don't think they're true because they came from Jonathan Crottrot. That she's actually thinking about just cutting the damn thing off.
That'd be crazy. That's badass, though.
Yeah. And then, but again, because of who they came from, I doubt that they're true. Although, to be honest with you, like, just, if the knuckle and finger doesn't heal, there's one woman that I could see cutting the damn thing off and being like, all right, I'm like, let's just get this over with, and that would be Jackie.
Yeah.
Miss Jacqueline.
I could see Luna and a couple people doing that.
I can almost see Sherry doing that.
Yeah. You want to get into the card, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, you want me to bring it up?
Well, I have it right here, but if you want to put it on the screen, you can.
Well, I will have to say about this WrestleMania season, doesn't really get you hyped like it did for the last 2 years.
I don't know. I think it's pretty good. All right, we'll start from the bottom up. We'll not necessarily go night one or night two. We'll just go through the matches. That means go back to the bottom. All right. Back to the bottom.
Eric, match 12 is at the bottom. There you go.
All right.
Yeah, that's match 12 right here.
Yeah.
That's
I know you had it on
match
match 10.
Oh.
All right. So first up, Seth Rollins versus Gunther, gentlemen. And let's keep track of these so we can do a little competition in the winner picks the next couple weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we're doing the competition now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we do it till after we know what the whole card is going to be?
No, we'll add those in later. All right.
Do we want to predict what night it's going to be?
No.
Okay.
All right.
I got Gunther.
He's got Gunther. Our predictions. Gunther versus Seth.
I did. Gunther should not lose. So I'm going to say Gunther. And the funny thing about this is it was supposed to be Braun Breaker versus Seth Rollins. By the way, Braun Breaker is cleared. He got cleared a week ago, but Triple H is just like, you should have been cleared 3 weeks ago because we don't have enough time to build this match. He was cleared the same day that they announced Gunther and Seth.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
What?
But they can't get Gunther off the card.
No. It is a little weird going from the career killer shit to just having a match with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, unless he's Heyman's hired gun.
Yeah.
I think it is. I think it's building to another plot line with Brock Lesnar's retirement.
Yeah, probably.
I think this is going to be a Paul Heyman turn on Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, whereas Brock and Gunther. because of this callback of what happened with Seth Rollins.
Could be. Could be.
I could see that.
So what do you think, Clinton? Who are you giving it to?
I'm going to have to give it to Gunther right now.
All right. I'll be the outlier. And I'm going to go Seth Rollins.
We should have like a lone wolf hat like they do on NFL game day morning. So if somebody's like the only one to pick one, you should put the hat on and go.
That's a good idea.
Thank you, Eric. This one's trying to no sell it just so we can pretend I don't. My stupid ideas don't exist.
It's better for everybody.
You can be so hurtful sometimes.
All right. We got the 4-way tag. Charlotte and Alexa, the Irresistible Forces, the Bellas, and Bailey and Lyra.
Ooh.
What do we think, gentlemen? And is this going to be the P break match? Because the 4-way and 3-way and 5-way tags at WrestleMania always just feel like filler shit.
And plus, everything that these teams have done over the last few weeks has sucked.
Well,
I think Bailey and Lyra get in this.
I think Bailey and Lyra should not be in this match whatsoever.
That's what I'm saying. How did they get in this match?
This is like a SmackDown feud, but since they want to make the women's title all cross brands, that's how Bailey and Lyra got thrown into the mix.
Well, and plus their title shot got interrupted the other day because the Bellas and Charlotte and Alexa just kind of.
And that's how you throw in the mix. Well, technically, if you really think about it, they don't really belong. This was really about 3 teams: the Bellas, the Forces, and Charlotte and Bliss.
Yeah,
Raw
like
had
you
their
put in
separate-
another team that can work. The Bellas can't work. All right. Nia and Lash are mediocre at best. Charlotte is okay if she feels like it. Yeah. And then you have Alexa Bliss who can actually work. You need another in order for this match to truly not suck. You need a team in there that doesn't suck.
Lash
and that's true.
A good power team.
I hear that.
Yeah, but if they work with the right people.
Yeah.
They have not worked with the right people.
Charlotte's not just okay if you like her. She is great in the ring.
If she wants to be. I mean, last year against Tiffany Stratton, she did not want to be.
She just beat the shit out of her.
Well, that was a lot of black blood. I mean, come on. Because of her, Tiffany, they did break up. So that was a lot of personal beef in that rivalry right there. A lot of personal beef.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
All right, who's winning?
I hate this, and I hate to say this because they should nowhere be. They belong more on a stripper pole than
going Bellas.
Yes, I'm going the Bellas.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was about to say that.
What? Fuck me?
No.
You were gonna say what I was gonna say, or you were gonna say what Clinton just told me.
No, I was gonna say what you're gonna say. I hate to say this.
That the Bellas belong on a stripper pole and not in the ring.
No, not that. Not that part. That's
so you
the
think
first
they're gonna
part.
win?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I'm actually going Bailey and Lyra. I think they're gonna give Bailey a little moment here. Even though she's the favorite out of the 4.
Yeah.
See, I might have to go with Charlotte and Alexa.
All right.
We're all going different besides me and
They're
Doug.
the most over out of the 4.
Yeah. Eric and I are going the same. You two are going different. That's the beauty of having a 14 match.
Yeah, so the couple can do that.
Yeah.
Watch them retain. None of us were right.
That'd be hilarious. All right, next up, Buttercups. We have the 5-way ladder match for the Intercontinental Championship. We have Penta, the reigning champion, going against Dat Boy Bouncy, Javon Evans, Dragon Lee, JD McDonough, and Rusev.
Rumor has it is that somebody from AAA and somebody from SmackDown are being added to the match to get more people on the card.
Oh, yeah?
There's going to be a 7-way?
You think it's going to be Mr. Iguana?
Well, who they're saying it should be from AAA is Vikingo.
Okay.
I would actually prefer Mr. Iguana.
Is it going to be Pente's? Is Pente's brother going to be? Is Ray Felix going to be in this?
That'd be cool.
Ray Felix isn't going to be in there, but Ray Phoenix might be.
I'd really like to see Ray Felix.
Heard a lot of good things about him. But that's what's being rumored. I do think that if they decide not to go with, if they decide that the fans can go fuck themselves and they leave Carmelo Hayes out of the U.S. title match, I could see them putting him in the Intercontinental title match, being like, this is just as good. Because,
I think Penta wins. I don't think they'll take it off yet.
Evan,
I'm going to go out and
give that man Evans the IT title.
I can see them doing that too, but
there you go. Me and Planet are right on thinking alike right now. Evans.
Well, that's how you know we're screwed. Because you agreeing with anybody's the kiss of death.
Well,
I'm gonna go
not on here tonight, so.
Huh?
You're going JD McDonough.
David's not here tonight.
All right. So Doug's got
I'm going with Evan.
Doug's got a fellow bobblehead.
Yeah.
And they're going
you got to stick with the big heads. Big heads got to stick together.
I see what you're saying, Bubby.
Yeah.
And they're going with the bouncy boy. All right. Next up.
I think Evan gets his moment.
He might. He's a little young. Finn Balor versus Dominic Mysterio. A little bit of a blood. This has been building for a long time. Do we give Finn his big babyface win or keep Dom hot?
You keep Dom hot.
It's a coin. It's just literally a coin flip.
Well, yeah, because we finally have a match that's just two people.
It was looking like WrestleMania 2000 for a little minute.
I'm going to go Finn.
All right. I'm going to go Finn. The brothers reunite. Clint?
Oh, man. I have to go. I want to go with Dirty Dom, man.
So me kind of agreed 2 times in a row.
It's us
Kick
versus.
you, man. Stop getting out of my head.
We win that tag match.
Yeah, because Clint would just abandon Eric. He'd abandon Eric so Eric could take the finish. And you'd have enough of me and punch me in the face with brass knucks and allow Eric to cover me.
Damn right.
Yeah, I think it just depends on if they decide to turn one of the other girls in Judgment Day babyface.
Like Roxy Foxy?
Yeah, or they, you know, Raquel finally has enough.
Yeah. I think that'll happen during the live match, though, if it happens. All right, Fatu and Drew.
You don't know where it's going.
Jacob Fatu.
Fatu.
I'm agreeing with Clint.
You know,
I'm agreeing. I'm going Jacob because he needs his moment. They're going to start building him.
No offense to Drew, the former champion, but this one's a sweep. Drew McIntyre. It's going to be Fatu. All right, next up, the guy that probably shouldn't be in this match, Sami Zayn, the U.S. champion, and Trick Williams for now until it turns into a triple threat with Carmelo.
Well, and the funny thing is, again...
No. You know what? We got robbed last week. Sami Zayn should not be U.S. champion. We got robbed of our rematch of TakeOver 2 years ago of Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. That's what I wanted to see.
Were you leading the internet revolt that apparently is going on right now where people are pissed off about this?
No. But me and my best friend, we did have a great argument about that. We're talking about that.
Because, like, the thing is, and this has actually been reported, is that WWE is aware that the fans are telling them that they made a mistake, that Sami Zayn should not be the United States champion. Sami Zayn should not be the United States champion, that it should still be Carmelo Hayes, and they feel like Carmelo Hayes is getting robbed. So WWE is aware that the fans are pissed, but there are no plans right now for them to do anything about it.
Well, of course, there's no plans right now. I don't know why. They don't care about us fans. This is why wrestling fans speak facts, and you don't want to listen to us.
Yeah,
just give us what we want. Give us what you want.
I think if they're loud enough, they're gonna.
You think so, Billy Joe?
I do. I do think that there's no way Carmelo Hayes is not on the WrestleMania card.
Well, he'll be there.
Yeah, I think this turned into a triple threat.
I do think they're going to turn it into a triple threat.
Well, right now we can only vote on it as a singles match.
Yep.
Trick. Sami Zayn should not be a champion.
Yeah, I was surprised that he won when I didn't watch the match, but I was surprised that he won. I'm like,
Sami Zayn was supposed to be part of the championship match. That's what he was supposed to. He cried and whined because he can't be in the champ. He needed to be in some type of storyline and got suckered into this part.
Yeah, I think originally they were like the original plan was just going to be him and Trick in a singles match, but like Clinton just said, Sammy wants to be part of a title match.
Oh my God! Don't make him a diva. They've been doing good storyline shit with him, and they're probably going to do him and Cody after. So Trick is most likely going to win this. I'm going Trick. Willie.
I think
Whoop that Trick.
I think we all are.
Oh yeah,
maybe.
Yes.
Eric.
Yeah, I'm going Trick. Unless it changes, then we'll get back and then we'll go back to it.
No. All right. No. AJ Lee and Becky.
Probably one of my favorite women's matches on this card.
I think Becky finally gets her comeback.
Are they going to add a stipulation to this? Do you think?
I'm waiting on a stipulation, to tell you the truth. There has to be a stipulation because I'm getting tired of the whole Jessica Carr is not a real referee with Becky because that's her biggest excuse. Every time she taps out, Jessica Carr is the one that cost her the title.
That's true.
Yeah.
It should be a cage match.
I'm gonna say Becky. I do think Becky finally, because AJ shouldn't hold the title because AJ's not a full-time member of the roster.
Exactly. I think she got her moment in Chicago, and now Becky's gonna win it back. I'm going Becky.
So everybody's going Becky?
Oh, man. I might have to go AJ. I'll get tired of this Becky. I'll stay in AJ. Allow AJ to drop the title to someone different, someone hot, someone like a Roxanne Perez type of thing.
I love Roxanne.
That's who you do. And a kind of Roxanne.
I kind of want everything to go Cona's way because I kind of liked it when he had power.
It was okay. Besides Katie Vick.
And that was one of her more higher rated episodes, by the way.
I forgot. I picked it for the main event part. I didn't realize it until I watched the paper. He was like, wait, Katie Vick was part. Oh.
But again, that was one of our higher rated episodes in some time. And then I had the golden era stuff. And
But you chose Becky, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Next up, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar.
We know who should win, but is he going to win?
We all know Ova's going to win.
Do we?
I'm agreeing with
Yeah.
Simo.
Do we?
Yes. Put it
There's
down.
a rumor going around that Brock
7:39.
Lesnar doesn't want to lose another match until he retires.
I'm telling you right now, Brock's going down, and he's going to avenge The Rock, Bobby Lashley, Big E, and Kobe Kingston.
Mostly Kofi.
I'm going Brock until they prove me otherwise.
I'm going with Kiss of Death.
Oh God! Oh, go ahead.
You guys are both going Brock?
Yeah.
Yeah, until they prove me otherwise. I could see a double count out too. I could see some shit like that.
No, there you go.
All right. Mommy versus Jade. Mommy versus that bitch. We talked about it a little bit earlier, but I'm going that bitch. Jade.
I'm going Rhea. I might be the only one that's going to go Rhea.
Yeah, you are. I'm going Jade all the way, baby.
See, me and Clement are getting along now in the last couple.
Well, the funny thing is, I would like for it to be Rhea, only because I don't like Jade Cargill cannot cut a promo.
Yep.
The one good thing about Michin and B-Fab being put with her is B-Fab can actually cut a promo, and Michin is the better worker of the three.
Yes.
Okay. That is the only good thing about the two of them being put with Jade. And the reason why they wanted to go with Jade is because Jade fucking botched moves against them, put them on the shelf. So they're like, all right, if we're with her, we don't have to work against her.
We can't get hurt.
So I want it to be Rhea, but I do understand that they want to keep Jade strong. So I am going to go Jade.
Rhea, there's an argument though. Your top star should hold the belt,
Yeah.
Especially in a big money match like that.
But the issue. Go ahead, Eric.
Did Rhea have the WWE one, or did she have the world one?
She had the one that's on Raw.
She's never had this one.
Well, she had the SmackDown, because when they not necessarily switched brands, but she beat Charlotte for the SmackDown title, but then the SmackDown title became whatever the fuck.
The women's title. The SmackDown title became the women's title. The Raw title became the world title.
Oh, okay.
All right, so Rhea, I think, actually did have it for. I don't.
But we're not going to go like that because we're just going to say no. She did not have the women's championship.
I agree with
She's
him.
a Raw person. She's a Raw person who's just taking the place because they had nobody to replace Belair with. This is why she took the match in the first place, which is why she's going to lose because she's technically a Raw person in a SmackDown role.
Yeah, but SmackDown needs.
Preach it, Reverend Slick.
We'll bust my wrestling Bible up in here, yo.
A jab, so bro. Rhea Ripley is she's a star. She's the biggest star in the company.
Yeah.
So giving her the belt is never a bad idea. And SmackDown needs a star like that. They don't have that much.
Why have Jade? All right.
Oh my god. I agree with you that she's gonna win, but Eric, what are you doing?
I'm going Rhea.
He's going mommy.
Yep. I'm the only one.
All right, Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, probably the main event of night one. Randy versus Cody. Cody's about to get booed out of the building. A couple years when he got the biggest pops ever.
Who do you think they're going to reveal tonight as the mystery caller?
Yeah, they said they're going to reveal the mystery caller. Who's everybody's pick for that?
I say his father.
We'll make that a part of it too.
I say the father. So tonight, I won't be surprised to have The Rock find his way back just to get 2, but I want to say The Rock. Can't
I
say
want to say Kevin Owens.
That's actually one that like I didn't think of. That's a good one.
That's a good one there.
Kevin Owens has connections with obviously Randy Orton, and he has connections with. There's still a story with those two, especially Orton.
That's a good one. What do you think, Doug?
All right, I'm gonna say this. I hope I'm wrong, like I usually am. I'm gonna say Vince.
That is a hot one that's going around.
Well, I heard he's inducted his death. Is that true or not?
He said at the end of it, April Fools.
I think Shane's going to be inducting her.
You ready for mine?
Yeah, go ahead.
Nick Aldis. I think we're finally going to get the Aldis heel turn.
All right, so which obviously Clintus is the more realistic.
I wanted to sit with his father.
Paparande.
Yeah.
Papa, right.
Well, that's part of this.
I
Whoever
think-
gets
I think-
an extra point.
An extra
I think
point.
Kevin Owens is
Towards
realistic.
towards the predictions. I have all of our predictions written down, and then if any of them win, that's an extra point.
Well, yeah, because Kevin Owens doesn't have to get back in the ring, so it is kind of realistic. All right, as far as the winner, I'm picking Orton.
I'm going Cody.
Yeah, I'm picking Orton. I hate to go
Look,
against my
Derek, you're a
boy.
bad fan.
I hate to go against my boy, but Cody's won the last 2 No, he didn't win last year. Sorry.
I was going to say, did you not watch?
He's gone 1-3, 1-4. He's gone 1-4. He lost the tag match.
Okay, never mind. I'm going to go with Cody.
Technically,
I was going to say,
2-5.
didn't we watch WrestleMania? Or actually, no. During that part, we were actually too busy rubbing baby oil all over each other. But
Okay, Judy.
That's basically his fucking 2 out of 5 is his since his comeback.
Yeah, I'm switching mine to Cody.
Yeah.
You're switching?
I'll go with
Plymouth, what do you think?
I want to say Randy Orton, so I'm gonna go Randy Orton.
All right. Me and Eric are aligned, the 2 Cody blowers.
Yeah, I can't go against my boy.
you tried to.
I thought about it and said, no, I can't do that. I can't.
Punk, punk, and not to see him either. You just a punk.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking mean. All right, Liv Morgan and Steph, the hottest match of all time.
2 of the greatest tushies.
I'm going Steph.
I'm going Liv.
Liv Morgan is where is that?
Watch me. Me and Eric get it. Or me and Clemens get it. Sorry. Dutchy?
Stephanie.
Doug's gotta think about this. Doug's like,
You're
2 beautiful women. I'm not sure who's going to be kiss of death, or I want to see
He
the
wants-
Oblivion.
That's still my
I think
favorite
one-
call of all time when she did that. And Wade Barrett's like, I love the smooch with the devil. And Cole's like, what?
Yeah, I'm going Steph because I went Rhea to get to win the title. So I have to pick 1-1. One
So you're
to
going-
retain, 1 to win.
You're going Steph, Doug?
Yeah. This is any typical or any casual male fan's wet dream right here.
Especially, like I said, you got the Oblivion, you got the kiss of death. All these Booker T on commentary, it'll be great.
But
All right. So we got E and D, ED, you and Eric for Steph.
Oh my God.
let's not point figures because I have been having a lot of that lately. Okay.
Oh my God.
All right. The
Yeah,
main event
just
of
do-
night
do-
2.
Daniel, just do
Watch that be a
Just do
short.
That is
DE,
Dusty
not
has-
ED.
what
DE.
is short.
We're gonna do DE. DE.
Okay.
All right. So the main event
So
of night
it
2,
sounds more
we're going to end it
appropriate.
on this. CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. Who gets it? This one seems a little obvious, but we'll see.
I'm going to say Punk because I think Jey Uso finally turns on Roman Reigns.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Roman because I feel like they have to. I don't see Punk winning.
I'm going Roman too. Because I did Cody to retain, so I'm going to.
Once you make fun of the dad like that, you gotta go. You gotta lose.
Yeah, I want my tribal chief. I acknowledge my tribal chief, even though he's going for a title that he calls a secondary that meant nothing to him, a trash title. Every dirty word he called this championship he's going for right now. I say Roman wins.
So you're going Punk.
Yeah.
CM Punk.
All right. So, but we are going to revisit this once we know what the full card is, right?
Yes. But right now, we got Gunther and Seth Rollins. Eric and Kenneth are going Gunther. Eric, Doug, and Kenneth are going Gunther. I'm going Sethy. We got the four-way tag. Charlotte and Alexa are being backed by Kenneth. The Bellas have Dutchy and Eric's vote because they're secretly gay. And I have Bailey and Lyra. And then we have Rusev, Dragon Lee, JD.
Wait, secretly? As many times as you have said it.
We have Dragon Lee.
On this show.
The five-way ladder match. Eric and Kenneth think Javon, that boy Bouncy's going to win. I got Penta, and Doug's got JD McBobblehead. And then we have Dominic versus Finn. Kenneth and Eric have Dommy Dom. And me and old Dutchy boy, the Hummer brothers, have Finn Balor. And then Fatu is going to be backed by all of us against Drew McIntyre. Sorry, G.
That's the only sweep, I think.
It's a conspiracy.
That is the only sweep of the night.
Drew's going to be like, that's a conspiracy against me.
Well, he's having a bad moment right now with his cat dying. So you got to show the man some compassion.
R.I.P. to the cat.
All right. Oh, no, we do have another sweep. We all think Trick Willie is going to beat Sami Zayn.
Okay.
That's our two sweeps right there.
Now, are any of our answers going to change if they do the right thing and put Carmelo in there?
Who's going to go Carmelo if we put Carmelo? Eric?
Yep.
Well, I'm still going Trick Williams.
He's going to put a footnote in there. He's like, if Carmelo gets added, Eric goes Carmelo.
Doug, you keeping yours?
Yeah.
All right, me too. All right. AJ Lee and Becky is backed by AJ's got Kenneth's back. Or he has her back. Who knows? Becky Lynch, he's got to take that out with Punk. Becky Lynch has me, Eric, and Dutchy. And then Obafemi is Kenneth and me. Brock Lesnar is Dutchy and Eric.
We are not Brock Lesnar. We're not even Brock Lesnar poop.
Rhea Ripley is being backed by Eric. And then the rest of us have Jade.
He couldn't even take out B-Fab.
We all have one. We all have 3 against 1 in my So
I feel like it can't be a tie. There's too many matches. Eric and me are both blowing Cody, and Kenneth and Dutchy are but fucking Randy. And then we have Steph and Liv. Steph is me and Dutchy and Eric, and then me and Kenneth made the right choice with Liv Morgan. And then we have the main event. CM Punk is Dutchy, and the rest have Roman. And then the mystery color wild card. Kenneth has Randy Orton's dad. Eric has
Cowboy Bob Orton, by the way.
Cowboy Bobby. Eric has Kevin Owens. Doug has pal, a back pal to poop on heads. Vince McMahon, and I have Nick Aldis. So that's all of our predictions for WrestleMania.
WrestleMania, pal.
And speaking of WrestleMania, for the next 2 weeks on this show, we're going to be doing WrestleMania Through the Years, a special 2-part event. We're going into WrestleMania. We're going to talk about every single one that's ever happened. Next week is 1 through 20. The week after that is 20 through 41.
Nice. I love that idea.
We're going to talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of every WrestleMania, and it's going to be a good time. We're going to review for everybody that wants a good history lesson on WrestleMania. That's one to check out.
Yeah, and it's going to be fun by the good and the bad and the ugly of the show. The good,
Are we going to get points? We're gonna do a point system,
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. What?
Daniel, are we doing a point system?
This point system is just 1 point for each one.
I think he means
Okay.
through the WrestleMania through the years.
No, there's no WrestleMania. There's no point system for that.
Okay.
We're not ranking them. We're just talking about them and going through the history and stuff.
Okay. Yeah.
Talking about the stuff that was good and that wasn't so good.
Yeah.
And what each
guess I
one's
watched
known
it
for
for-
and the underrated moments of each one.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fun time. Doug, what are you doing on your cartoon show?
Scratching myself off air. Tomorrow night, Animated Hour Power, episode 32. Eric, you are not on the show tomorrow night, right?
Yeah, unless I'm home.
Okay.
I was gonna say, yeah, you already fired the man already. That
No. He has family obligations, even though he sees his brother almost every Friday.
that was not
But so he's going to be out. I'm going to be in judging. So tomorrow night we've got Huckleberry Hound Show versus Star Trek the Animated Series. Futurama versus Action League Now. Samurai Pizza Cat's going to take on Star Wars Droids. And the main event is going to be the Woody Woodpecker Show versus the Pink Panther Show. So we're going old school tomorrow night with the main event. That's what we got. That show.
Yep.
All right. We'll see everybody next time.
Eric,
Later, boys.
start our shorts.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, just short.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
There you go. Later.
Later.